for leading the charge against the tenacious virus, for boldly correcting misinformation, and for highlighting systemic inequity in the healthcare system. I'm thrilled to welcome the 2022 Sister Keehan Award recipient, Dr. Alexander Garza, Chief Community Health Officer for SSM Health.
So I'm completely embarrassed that I wore the same tie that was on the video. But okay. So, but they are SSM colors, I must say. They're orange and blue. So anyway, if I may, in his poem, No Man is an Island, poet and clergyman John Donne once said that the death of any person diminishes him because he's deeply involved in humankind, and therefore never send to know for whom the bell tolls, for it tolls for thee. Now we're all connected. What affects one affects all. So I think it's difficult for us to attempt to process how we lost 1 million lives for COVID-19 or the violence that we see every day, especially if afflicting the poor and the vulnerable with great indifference. And we're all wounded by these events. And to recover, I think we'll need our community, all of us. And so that's the only way that I can really accept this award, is simply as a member of a community. And so with that in mind, I'd like to thank a few people. I'd like to thank the Catholic Health Association, Sister Mary, Sister Keehan, for setting the example for what it takes to take care of the poor and the vulnerable. I'd like to thank my boss, Laura Kaiser, for her clarity of vision, her deep conviction, and her unwavering support. Thanks, boss. Especially thank my partners in the task force, including Mercy, St. Luke's, Barnes Jewish Christian, incredible people. And I'd be remiss not to thank our public health leaders who endured a lot of unwarranted and really reprehensible rhetoric throughout the pandemic. And I want to thank the media, which seems a little bit weird, but the media in St. Louis and nationally, I think they played a really essential role in helping get the truth out and helping deliver vital and life-saving messages for the public. And so for much of the pandemic, my SSM communications manager, Stephanie Zoller, who's not with us here, but she was by my side and working on messaging and directing the media, and she was really a trusted friend throughout the pandemic. Now, members of the public, they sent me letters, they stopped me on the street and in the store, and even in the elevator here at the hotel for somebody who's driving a bus for a band down the street who happens to live in Illinois, stopped me and said thank you. And that was touching, and I'm grateful for their kind gestures and their prayers and their words of encouragement. I also want to thank the sisters of SSM who were steadfast in their support, especially in those really dark days. And they gave me great comfort and strength to continue courageously. I'd like to thank my wife and my children who have made many, many unseen sacrifices, not just in the pandemic, throughout their lives. But most of all, I thank the healthcare worker who suffered so much during the pandemic, and I'm humbled and honored to be their voice. No person is an island, neither am I. Thank you. God bless.
Dr. Alexander Garza.